How can we deal with rising cancellations in 2026? So I just saw the data. More deals fell apart in 2025 than we've seen in the last decade. And I'll tell you, agents are losing a massive amount of sales because they hadn't learned a couple clear ways to communicate and help sellers and buyers manage their expectations. So today, we're gonna break down just a couple key rules to make sure that your deals stay together. So listen, I've been in real estate for a long time now at this point, and I have seen in the last year, more so than just about any other time, listing agents were choosing buyers from myself or my team based on the fact of our reputation, because there's been so many deals falling out, and they knew that we would be able to manage our expectations with our buyers and handle all of the different things that come better than an agent that they'd not met before. And so we were able to get this done. So how do you create a reputation like that to keep deals from falling apart? First, you got to understand what causes deals to fall apart. Well, the first thing is you've got to understand how to communicate well. So there's something that we learned early on is most of the deals fall apart at the very beginning. And a lot of the reason why is because of something called buyer's remorse. When you tell a buyer ahead of time, they go under contract, you congratulate them, and you say, hey, we just want to let you know there's something that happens with most buyers. It may not happen to you, but most buyers, they get super nervous because this is such a big life change that they've actually come up with a phrase for it called buyer's remorse. And that happens to almost 90% of the people that we work with. When people know that it's normal, that other people feel like that, then they no longer think, oh my gosh, my gut's telling me that even though this checks all the right boxes, this is not the right thing for us. So this is one of the ways that you can help serve your clients ahead of time. The same thing's true with sellers. When they're making a move and they think, oh my gosh, I accepted a bad offer. Oh my gosh, I should have waited. Oh my gosh, if I was on the market for 130 days before we accepted an offer, we would have made more money than if we took this offer after a weekend, whatever it is. But then when they take the offer, they think that they just got a bad deal. And now when it comes time for home inspections or other things, they're going to try to get their deal better for them. But when you explain to them ahead of time why they got such a great deal, all of the key points to it, and bring out the mass communication right there for them, then they no longer work to self-sabotage that deal. So right off the bat. The next thing is I've worked with a lot of lenders over the years, and if you have a buyer that comes in that has their own lender, make sure that this lender isn't just the cheapest lender, right? Because oftentimes we get what we pay for, right? And if you have a lender that you trust, you should push them to at least have a conversation with that lender. Having professionals, title, lenders, like other professionals, home inspectors that are in your circle of trust that do a great job will keep deals together that would not normally fall apart. The next thing, I'd already spoken about this before, but the home inspection piece. When you say to a buyer, you're going to get a home inspection list and it comes back at 52 pages. The reality is you need to say that it could be a massive, massive, massive report. And it's their job to document absolutely every piece, but we're going to look at it and see what is important for us to ask for. That starts setting expectations correctly from the get-go. Because if a buyer is expecting a report 10 pages long and they get a 50-page report, even though nothing is in there that's scary, they are going to be scared. Having the right people, talking to them ahead of time, making sure that everybody knows what to expect and is not caught by surprise by the items that come through will absolutely keep them moving forward. And one last thing, you've got to be in communication the whole time. Most deals don't fall apart because of the market. They fall apart because we did not communicate well throughout the process. So if you want help understanding where these different places are that deals fall apart, we have created this at Redux so that we can go to those clients, let them know ahead of time that this is what's coming, and make sure that we keep these deals together because they know it's normal. So if you'd like any help with that, pop me a message, a text, give me a phone call, pop me an email. I'd be happy to share any of that information with you. Till next time, go get it.